Guys, it's official, according to this dumb idiot who I call Amroutard. It's officially gay to marry a woman. Okay? Officially. Okay? You can't avoid it.
This shouldn't be like some weirdo. Do not live with your girl, bro. Don't do it.
Well,
Myron, I want to get sex. Like, I want to be able to, hang out with her and watch movies. No. Well, Myron, I live with a girl. That actually makes me less gay. No, it makes you very gay.
Guys, for the last 7 years or so, it has essentially been my job to go onto the internet and find stupid shit to talk about. So naturally, I've seen and I've talked about a lot of stupid shit. And it gets to a point where you really start to feel like you've just seen it all, like there's nothing really left to surprise you, nothing to catch you off guard. And right when you finally start to feel confident with that assessment, some guy gets in front of a camera and says that it's gay to marry a woman, and you gotta start all over again. Over the last 10 years, online discourse about what makes a man gay has become...
These books say why women deserve less. I can't.
Become so unbelievably absurd that I honestly believe.
Hold on. In this house, we believe women are dumb, trannies are mentally flex are what, cons? I can't even deal with this.
If you had a time machine and you went back 10 years ago today and you uploaded a skit onto YouTube of you just saying the bullshit that manosphere guys say these days about like what makes you a man or what makes you gay, anybody who...
Does his mother, I'm sorry, walk in here and see this? Women are dumb. I'd be like, I've failed.
Was unfortunate enough to come across that skit would think that you were genuinely fucking insane, that you had lost your mind. And the reason that I say that is because the other day I came across a clip from Myron Gaines. If you don't know who Myron Gaines is, basically he's like if Ben Shapiro and Andrew Tate had a baby
Hilarious.
That grew up and unfortunately discovered podcast equipment. Yeah, that's basically Myron Gaines. I came across a clip from one of his streams.
Myron Gaines is like the guy whose growth stunted in 6th grade, never got a girl, and he's angry about it. And also like wants to like leave his parents like religious, strict like household. Like I see all of that mixed together like in a Powerpuff Girls pot, and that's Myron.
Where he claims,
by the way, who I call again Amroutard because his real name is not Myron, and he's a retard.
Claims that living with a woman makes you gay. No, I'm not. Well, actually, I am paraphrasing.
See?
He didn't say gay. He used a different word. But the idea was that living with a woman as a man makes you a gay man. And it's just like, I think we're here, guys. This is it. This is the point of no return. We have gotten to a point where people are either just actually this fucking insane that they can say stuff like this and really believe it, or we're living in a time so crazy that people feel the need to say stuff like this, even if they don't really buy into it, just so they can stand out. Because
I think he's fully lost his mind. I think he has his brain has completely left the building, and now it's like, when we saw like the moment that we were like, oh, Joe Biden don't got a brain anymore. Like this is what we're seeing right now with Myron. We're like, oh, the switch has turned off.
You have to say shit like this these days to stand out. Neither reality is too good, I don't think. Now, normally, I don't really platform shit like this on the channel, but when I saw this clip, it was just so outlandish that I couldn't help myself, I'm not gonna lie. I tracked down the original stream and got some context for before and after the clip because the clip itself was only like 25 seconds and it was also maybe the worst quality I've ever seen from a clip ever. I had to watch a lot of the stream to get this for you guys, so hope you're happy.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
I'm just gonna say this because it came up a couple of days ago, right? Andrew Tate was talking about like having the HQ with the boys, right? And Nick Fuentes talked about it as well. And I saw a lot of people like, oh, that's weird, that's gay, living with your friends or whatever. Yo, I've been telling you guys this shit for years.
Oh, God.
Do not live with your woman. Like this shouldn't be like some weirdo shit. Do not live with your girl, bro.
No, that is the weirdo stuff. That is the part that's weirdo.
Do it. Well, Myron, I want to get sex. Like I want to be able to hang out with her and watch movies. No. I'm gonna
just no.
I'll tell you why. Living with your girl is gonna make you a fucking shit. Okay?
What on earth is he talking about? It makes zero sense.
Hey, it's gonna make you a fucking...
All right, so I don't really have any skin in the game on such a topic. I personally do not give a single shit about who you live with, whether you want to live with your girlfriend, whether you want to live with a bunch of your friends, whether you want to live with some person you met off Craigslist. I don't really fucking care. However...
Yeah, do whatever you want. It doesn't determine your sexuality, you idiot.
Just as a human with what I hope is a functioning brain might not be after how much of this shit-ass podcast I had to watch.
Oh yeah, your brain is gonna mush, dog.
At one point, this guy was advocating to bring back slavery. slavery. I mean, it's really something. The idea that living with a woman and
he's doing the Kanye tactic. He's trying a Kanye tactic. You know, that's what he's trying to do. The problem is Kanye is actually a famous person. You're a loser, okay? And like people used to like Kanye, so they're trying so hard to like sympathize with him in some way that he has a mental issue, but like we don't sympathize with you. We know you have a mental issue. You're just no one cares about you and you have a mental issue. It's like, okay, just go away. Like just stop talking.
as he just said, living with a woman with the goal of having sex with that woman frequently is somehow the behavior of a gay man, yet
Insane.
a grown-ass man having what he calls an HQ with the boys, isn't? I mean, that's something. I don't really know what you'd call that.
HQ with the boys. HQ with the boys.
And maybe like mental gymnastics, maybe the result of like a lifetime of coping with your inner thoughts. I don't know, but it's definitely something. I mean, seriously, this is the kind of shit that dudes would say in the 40s when it was just too dangerous for them to come out and say that they were gay. I mean, yeah, I just like to live with a bunch of dudes and all we do is talk about each other and work out. It's just more fun that way. It makes me a better man. Women are kind of...
Yeah, like girls have cooties. Like, why would we even want girls around? They got cooties, man. Like, we gotta be with the dudes, gotta be with the testosterone, gotta be with the boys. Like, yeah, like, why wouldn't we? Like, why would you want a girl around all the time? Like, she smells good. Like, why would you want that?
Gross. Why would I want to live with one? What do you mean? Why don't we ever wear clothes?
But living with her is fucking gay.
What do you mean? Why do we wear clothes?
Either live alone or live with other guys that are high fucking earners, high go-getters, and iron sharpens iron, bro. Iron sharpens iron.
Okay, so I'll bite...
The whole reason to be successful is to get women. Why would you want to live with your boys to get successful to then not date women and stay around your boys the whole time?
Just because this fucking viewpoint is so stupid. If the whole idea, if like the whole ideology here is that women are dumb and they're weak and they'll just bring you down, does that not mean that you are weak if you let that happen? Like, are you really a strong, worthwhile, valuable man if you have to live with a bunch of other dudes to not be a lazy piece of shit? Because to me, you sound like a loser. If you have to be around a bunch of other dudes who are constantly telling you what to do, maybe you should work on being good on your own. If you can't...
Yeah, like you can't do it yourself. Why do you need your boys to motivate you?
And just self-motivate. If you have to be around other people constantly to get anything done, if you have to be around high earners to be a high earner, do you really have the capability to do anything on your own? Or are you just a lousy follower? Because I thought that's like the worst thing to these guys. Aren't you supposed to be
I'm a leader, I'm an alpha, bro. I'm a leader, I'm an alpha.
Like an alpha leader? I don't know.
Yes, literally.
Seems like the whole ideology kind of collapses in on itself when all these strong dudes apparently cannot be strong dudes if they're around a woman for too long. Sounds like you're actually pretty fucking weak in the mind if that's the case. Doesn't really seem all that alpha or impressive to say, I can only behave like the people who are around me. If everyone around me is lazy, I mean, what other option do I have?
If you don't...
This is like these things that he says, it just makes me think more and more that this man literally has never been with a girl before. Like legitly, not like for his money, like not after he made money. I'm talking like before he made money. I could bet all my money, my bank account, he's never been with a woman. Like literally, this is embarrassing.
I don't understand these rules. Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna constantly get used and abused by women. You're gonna always get fucking, thrown to the side of the road, cheated on, or just like basically like taken advantage of. That's what's gonna happen. Girls are gonna constantly talk back to you. They're not gonna take you seriously. They're gonna disrespect you, and you're just gonna live a miserable life. And this is what your father, your uncle, your brother, none of these are gonna tell you what I'm telling you. Okay? This is decades of fucking experience. Living with your girl is not a good idea in most situations. It really isn't. Okay?
Okay, so like again,
he gave no reason. Like I guess he gave the reason of like you need to be like surrounded by like, yeah, but were you just gonna live with guys forever? Like, oh, it's so ridiculous. Like, you just not make a family.
He's saying here, he says this is from decades of experience. Is this him just admitting that he can't be around women too long, or he becomes weak? Like, I doubt he'd ever come out and just say that flat out, because I think he just wants to blame all of his issues on women. But that's what he's saying. I don't know how else you really take it. If he's saying this is from decades of experience, is that not him admitting that any time he has lived with a woman, he's become lazy and lost his self-respect? If that's what's happening here, I feel like that's a reflection of you rather than any sort of reflection on the woman.
Like, yo, if you gotta run shit by your girl, what are you doing? What the fuck? I don't want to do business with some nigga that's gotta ask his wife for permission. That's fucking bro. That's gay.
God.
That's stupid.
Okay. I do what I want. I do what I want. You can't tell me what to do. I do what I want.
Well, Myron, I live with a girl. That actually makes me less gay. No, it makes you very gay because your girl's gonna turn.
No, you're more gay than everyone in this conversation.
Turn you into a fucking bitch. Okay?
Oh my God.
Your girl's gonna 100% turn you into a bitch because women are lazy. You get that? Women are fucking lazy. They're not like us. They don't have a natural proclivity to fucking work.
The funniest thing on the planet to me is when a guy who does the same job as me complains about other people not wanting to work. My brother in Christ, we have the easiest job on the planet. We just complain on the internet all day long. If we were born 100 years ago, we'd be the guy on the street corner just yelling shit all day, and we'd be homeless. Also, it seems like guys like this are just incapable of looking past lived experience. Like Myron, if you lived with a woman and it changed how you behaved, that's perfectly fine. I'm also not like disputing that happens. Obviously, like who you live with is going to influence you, but it influences everybody differently. And you going onto the internet and being like, it's going to turn you gay to live with a woman because I guess you didn't like the way it made you feel when you lived with one yourself is fucking insane. And it also just makes no sense. I feel like a man marrying a woman and deciding to live with her has got to be like a top 10 least gay thing a man can do.
Women don't have to be hard workers to get laid. Women don't have to be hard workers to get sexual access and or reproduce. You do, though.
Okay, so I'm really not
But if you don't want to hang around the girls ever, oh my God, I can't.
I get bogged down, get stuck in the weeds here on this like bullshit incel discourse, but the idea that a man needs to be like a high earner, super successful guy to get laid is quite possibly the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Now,
it's literally one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Okay, I'm gonna stop the video right here. He's an idiot. Oh God, I hate him. If you know of any more videos with him in it, like please, I would love to just rip him to shreds more often. Yeah. So in case anyone was curious, it is not gay to marry a woman. It's actually one of the most straight things that you can possibly do. Like, comment, and subscribe. I love you. Bye.